Hello everybody, this is Doug Friend with Historical Board Gaming, giving a weekly update. Sorry I'm a little late. I was out of town this last weekend. I was in Indy, Chris Atkins' house, Admiral Seabass on the YouTube channel, working on the Global 1985 game. We had a play test, had 5 of us playing. Chris was the game master, going through it, helping us and all that stuff. We played from 9 a.m. till a little after 11, and Chris and I set up for 4 hours, 5 hours the day before, doing some other things. But other than that, great weekend. Learned a lot, had great feedback. He has a great group of play testers. And I was just there and back. Got there Friday afternoon. He picked me up from the airport. We stopped and ate, went to his house, set it all up. He dropped me off at the hotel, went to sleep, got up. Next day we played all day, and it was late. Went to bed that night. Of course, I had to get up early to get the plane home. I was at home in Tulsa by noon, so I still had half my Sunday, or at least most of it. So it was nice. So wanted to give you some updates. I'm going to be turning the camera around here in a minute, but I wanted to say something real quick. We've got this great contest. 3 categories: social media, just orders, and submitting house rules for pieces. There's people not taking advantage of this, and we got some great prizes. I just added a 4th category, so people who've got an order over $100, without coupons or discounts, will get in that category, and it's even got better prizes like Axis and Allies Anniversary. I have 2 copies, so I'm giving up one of my own, and then the Guadalcanal, which is a very sought after game. I've got an extra one of those. So, and then I put I think a DVG game of the Tiger game. So anyway, I'll be adding more to it. We did have some prizes that's been redeemed. One guy, I think it's his 3rd time winning for the submitting of social media. So you just gotta go to one of our pages and share it somewhere else, and you'll be entered. So take advantage of the on these. And down the road, I just sent rule books, Axis and Allies rule books, to Larry Harris. He's going to sign them, send them back, and then we'll put them up on eBay. And I'll give you the link once we do it. It'll be a few weeks away yet as we get closer to the holidays. And I'll have his signature in it, and 100% of it will go to a charity. I think this year I asked Larry if we could do Feed the Hungry. There's a lot of people that are for 3rd world countries and 2nd world countries that are going without. And I know it's been hit here in the U.S. pretty hard, but a lot of countries are having problems putting food on the table. So we're going to do that. So your money, you'll get a nice rule book with Larry Harris's signature on it, as well as helping, doing your part for which we think for the holidays. So other than that, I appreciate everyone checking out the website, and I'll show you what's all new here. Thanks. Well, we're back here. Got a few pages open here, and I wanted you to see the prizes. So if you go to, Historical Board Gaming, if you just log in and not log in, but my home page, you'll see a tab up there that says prizes. Just click on it, and it gives you the guidelines. Basically, category 1, all orders are given per week or count as an entry. So if you just order, you're in that one. Okay, category 1. Category 2, social media sharing, shows you here. Category 3, submitting house rules. Category 4, HBG order over $100. And then down here, it tells you what prizes are in each category. There's 1, 2. I need to change this. The Wolf's Den design pieces have been taken now, the German and the British, so I have to get rid of those. 3, and there's 4. 4's got some bigger prizes, with, of course, the $100 over. And then I'm putting down here at the bottom the weekly winners. First initial, last name. So right now, this last winners, I had Jay Hoffman, Kay Gray, and M. Shuffle. As you can see, he's won it a couple times there. I've not heard back from Hoffman or Gray. I don't think I've heard back from P. Lemons, the first one here. So I send emails out, so let me know. This is the email that's on your account, so hopefully everything's updated. So going to the new 10/19/20. So I'm changing it. It was a little confusing for me. I'm sure you guys are probably confused too. So 10/19 was Monday. So the week of Monday through Sunday, I'll be listing items. So like the 5-inch sprue cutter we just got in for cutting sprues. People got the 1/72 box sets, or if you got models. And then we put the T-38 amphibious tank 3D printed on the website several days ago, probably the end of last week. So I'm leaving it here at 10/19. We Colonial Troops 36 expansion, it's there, and updated 36 reference sheets. I just did that this morning, so you can, it clicks right to it. And I've got dates of when it's been updated. The only one that was not updated was technology sheet. You can see it was updated back in May. And over here, the Free France sheet was updated back in April. All the other ones changed. Some people have asked about the quick reference sheet, kind of like we had in the version 2. We've got that going. We should have that probably within a week. Expansion, so I changed this up a little bit. So the quick reference sheets are here, the nation sheets are here, and then expansions like Canada at war, the Netherlands fight back, and Turkey at war. They all have their own reference sheet, and we're updating them down here. And all three of these actually updated. Well, you know what? I don't think Netherlands updated. I got version 3.0. I put the date over there, and that might be wrong. I'll look at it afterwards. And recommended parts list is here, and email for corrections or feedback, send it to me. So anyway, this is the download rules. Okay, these are all the reference sheets. Rules. People are asking, what about the rules? They got back to me. There was like 2 mistakes, not mistakes, but things that weren't changed. That all the changes we submitted over the last few months. So I just gave them back to her today, and I of course found a few other things. A lot of it was just, I'd rather have it like this, or can you feather the image like this? Nothing big. So I should have it in a couple days, and then I will list it here. So right now I've got updated rules will be here by 10/27/20, which is the week. And once I get it back in a couple days, I've already got the place lined up to get the books made. So anyone who pre-ordered the game before December 31st will get a rule booklet sent to them, bound in the wire bound. It's going to look very nice. I think people who have already downloaded these rules, I've got several compliments how nice they are, and actually they're going to be nicer. I've been doing a few more updates on it, so I think you'd be very happy. So those are coming very quickly. So we got the prizes here. We've done the downloads for the 36. And the new items, I should have said, so if I go to new, I was going to list we did the 1/72 box sets by brand. So if you like a certain brand, you can go here and, like Stretlets, we ordered a ton of them. There's 13 pages here of all eras. So, but, these are all there. So all the 1/72 box set by brand, Colonial, and I've already gone through here. But see, we did a couple of the 3D printed items here. 22 new 3D printed pieces I just added. So I think most of them are by country. So if you go in there and look, well, that's not right. 3D printed, sorry, brain fart. World War II, so if you pick somewhere, you can find them. Looks like we got some in here. You can see all the ones we added. There's our Rottenjäger rocket. So we got a lot of them. And I wanted to show you, you know, we added like a P-82 Mustang. You can get it. This is on my back office, so it's going to look a little different than what you guys see. So the P-82, it's a twin Mustang, basically, 2 fuselage, kind of like, you know, they did that a couple times. And there's one here with radar. And you can pick either one you want. Sorry, got a phone call and it kicked me out. So we got a number 1 class landing ship for Japan that was just added, a Sturmpanzerwagen. It was actually a pretty neat looking tank and come out at the end of World War I. So, well, right there. Got that 3D printed. So you should be able to go through here, and I just wanted to go through several. We got a Myoko class cruiser. We got a whole tractor. There's several. To me, this is easier to find them. The Essex class we did. And then towards the end, which these are the ones that we added, a 24 Liberator. The Wellington's been on. Now this B-24 is a little, you know, the Battle for the Atlantic. It's similar. This is the PB 4Y, I believe. One. It's basically the B-24. It's got the boom tail, and it's got some radar up front, and it's got some missiles here for anti-submarine warfare. So it's a neat looking plane. So, but anyway, I wanted to show you that and get everyone know what they're looking at for this stuff. And when I put out a newsletter, the latest one, hopefully everyone received theirs. It talks about the Facebook pages, all the different ones we have to go to. The Rondel's new, you know, the new item page. FYI, V2 has been discontinued. Only the version 3 of Global 36 is available. We have version 2 as prizes on the categories, so check those out. You can give them as a gift, and we also talk about all the games that are and what stages they're at. The 2025 is listed in here. China's got our pieces. They're working on the Masters. The Russian set should be coming anytime now. But we did add a Global War 1755 concepts of Global War just starting. So we've actually had someone, when they saw that, reach out to us and say, hey, I'd be interested in helping out. I know something about this period. And we said, great. It's still in the very beginning. And you know how the Global War series, it takes a couple years to research and go through it. Probably the fastest one we've had on track is the Global War 85 that Chris has spent just over a year from start to basically we're in deep play testing and tweaking of concepts and rules, but you know, what I consider very minor stuff. So we'll see it in the spring of next year. I want to release it. So, you know, that's basically a little over a year and a half to get it done. That's quick because Global War 1914 has been quite a bit longer, and it just is. I'm going to turn this camera around. Hold on. Okay, so I wanted to go. The 2025, like I said, it's in production. The 85 next spring, but very, very good game. The 65 concepts, everything's been worked out. We're going to get rules written, stuff like that. It'll be probably the end of next year. What else do we have? 1928 alternate history game. It'll be about a year. 1914 playtesting, been going back and forth. It's good, but it just needs play tested, work out the bugs, get things worked out. So again, that one will be early, sometime next year. So right now, 2025, it'll be the first one. 1914, 1985. We also have a Global War 1865. We got a lot of concepts, got maps started on it, things like that, working out a bunch of different things. So anyway, that one's well on its way. And then the Global War 1805, that one has not been started other than we got an initial map. And the gentleman who's going to be the head designer on that, Mike, is finishing up the Midway game, which he's been working on. He had a Midway game in here at HBG, and he wasn't happy with it, so he totally redesigned it. So a very similar map, almost identical, but the game plays differently. And it's going to be our first 3D printed game. When I say, well, you'll see. We'll have a nice rule book, reference sheets, and all that good stuff. But the game is 3D printed. All the pieces are available 3D printed. Of course, if you use Japanese Kates and Japanese vowels and US, I mean, you can use US Tech Bomb or stuff like that. But we're 3D printing everything. So if you want the whole set 3D printed, I'm just gonna paint them myself. HBG's 3D printed stuff is better than out of the box, so I want to do that. Or you're like, I'm just going to use the out of the box stuff. I just want to buy the game, which is the map and probably some reference sheets. And of course, there's a lot of markers that will be sold as a set as well. So we also have a Pacific game that's had been started a couple of years ago. We've been going back and forth on it, and I just talked to Will the other day on it. So we're still, it's still being thrown back and forth of what we're going to actually do with it. And then I called on the Black Project, secret, but you'll find out as he gets closer. I actually made it a Black Project to several of my designers as well. There's only 3 of us that even know what it is. And here's the reason. We're all really bad about, oh, this looks really cool. It's squirrel. We chased all these different things, and I didn't want my designers to get sidetracked on like, oh, that's really cool. What about this? What about that? They're gonna have their day to give us the feedback. So right now, Morton is working on the game concept. He's got the maps. He's working on them. And I just want him to concentrate with me and Will and work out the basic concepts, making sure everything's going to work. And then when it gets closer, I say halfway, then we'll open it up to our designers to give us their feedback on, here's what we're thinking, and making sure there's, we haven't overlooked anything or there's something they want to introduce, because I have some great designers, a lot of knowledge, but they can tell you as well as I can. They chase squirrels, and it's just good to do it this way. But we will let everyone else know when it gets closer, and I think you'll really like this Black Project that we got going. And then, of course, at the end, we had the Midway game that I just told you about. So anyway, I wanted to let you know what's the latest and greatest here at HBG. Appreciate all the business, and we got some holidays coming up, and I know it's going to get busy, and a lot of people want to game some more. So I appreciate it, and we'll talk at you later.